Kia ora, lovely Aquarius. This is your reading for the full moon in Virgo. Excuse the light. Not quite getting that right today, but we're keeping these readings a little bit shorter and more succinct. Thanks for joining me, Aquarius. If you are an Aquarian sun, moon or rising, Venus, even Jupiter, do check this reading out and any other titles that stand out beyond time and space. But we are under a full moon in Virgo at the moment. So let's see what the cards have. We do clarify, and as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm pulling face down a rock, mineral and crystal. So we'll see what that is. You can carry it in your mind's eye over the week, and do feel free and very much free to like, share, subscribe. It helps the algorithm get these videos seen by more people and support the channel. Thank you. All right, Aquarius, we're going to pull. Wow, we've got the 10 of Cups. We'll talk about it and then clarify. The 10 of Cups, beautiful, a beautiful card. I can never say it properly. Satiety, 10 of Cups. We get to a 10. We've been through that entire suit. We have a level of great emotional satisfaction in our life. And that is a wonderful thing. We then come to the 9 of Wands, a card of strength. Now this is about, we're not talking about defensive behaviours in this thoth deck. We're talking about strength. We're talking about being able to hold a level of tension. A level of tension between the solar and the lunar. This plays out within ourselves. It plays out in the world around us. We are able to hold that. But somewhere in here there is a completion of sorts occurring. A completion of sorts occurring for you. We then have the 7 of Discs. This is a card. So here we go, 10. We get the 9, strength. And then we have the 7 of Discs, a card of efforts noted. Efforts efforts accounted or counted in some way. We see a review going on because all the sevens are about assessing something, assessing what we've put energy into, assessing what that requires from us, our levels of stamina over time with others in terms of what we work at. So it's an assessment of all of these things, which is what always occurs at a time when there is a completion and new beginning occurring. So let's clarify for you, Aquarians out there. We've got this 10 of Cups. For Aquarius at this time, we have a level of having done quite, let's say a level of work, a level of personal work, emotional work upon ourselves. We see, to clarify that 10 of Cups, we have the 8. We're stepping back a moment, which makes perfect sense when we are on one level doing an assessment of our lives, of our personal situation at the moment. We've got the 8 of Cups here. We're stepping away. We're stepping away, creating, we're not avoiding or anything like that. It's like creating like a buffer zone around you on an emotional level, so that you can step out of yourself for a moment and kind of observe, if that makes sense to you or resonates for some Aquarians out there. which is a strong position to hold, is what I'm saying. 9 of Wands, this holding a level of tension, you know, that doesn't last. There's a what's the word? What is the word? 9 of Wands. We get the 9 of Swords. It's a gestation period, is it not? That's what I was trying to say. A period of growth. We come to the end of certain periods of growth in order to begin again. This is what's occurring here. We've got the 9 of Swords. This is not an easy card, but it is something that we experience. Anxiety. When we can't actually see necessarily what's ahead. We've certainly seen what we've been through, what we've experienced. In terms of working within the physical world, it's a heavy world. It's a slow world, even though time feels, to me, that it's really quite fast at the moment. But it's a slow world. It's heavy. It's beautiful, but it, you know what I'm saying. So this 9 speaks of potential anxieties and worries, potential catastrophic thoughts that are just worry. It's just the mind beast. So while we're holding this tension, we're basically at the end. We're birthing ourselves again, Aquarius. You know, we're holding that tension. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know, that, you know, like when you talk about liminal space, that we're moving through something. We've moved through something and we're about to begin something again. I'm repeating myself, aren't I? But let's look at the 7, the card of review. A card of review. And speaking of the world being it's a very dense place. It's very dense, and we are part of it. 3 of Cups. Celebrations. We celebrate our victories. We celebrate our efforts. We celebrate the pains sometimes that we've experienced along the way, because it's given us a large level of wisdom and of understanding others as much as ourselves. So that's quite beautiful. Now I'm going to pull a Brian Froud Pixie and Fairy just for a little glimmer for Aquarius, for Aquarians. We have 2 cards. We have 2 cards here. You know, in all of this, certainly with the 8 of Cups, you know, we know the fullness of a cup, how precious that can be, how much goes into that, but we can step away from it also. This is an Aquarian here, Sun, Moon, Rising, who's you know, seen both sides of life and is a very healthy, emotionally healthy individual. We have Glimmer, the Hob Job. This is about having very firm boundaries, actually, which you learn over time, don't we? We all do. Sometimes it's very hard to install those, to protect ourselves when we need to protect ourselves. Boundary lines, well and clearly marked. And then Arval Parrot, we read the signs. We have our sonar. Aquarius, we have our sonar, and it's operating very well. We can do our sign language. We can read others' sign language, semaphores, whatever's. Arval Parrot is speaking from a place in gesture and action, also speaking from a place of that kind of divine will. It's pretty amazing. Now, rock mineral crystal for you Aquarians. Let's see. Yes, we're talking about boundaries. We're talking about emotional health. Tiger's Eye, which is a great stone of protection. We're looking at luck and new ventures. Aquarius, willpower, creative flow and overcoming fear. And this is where we are. It's a good place to be. So carry that tiger's eye in your mind's eye if you don't have a piece. And I hope you enjoyed this reading today. We'll see you again. Enjoy the full moon, and as we see it sort of morphing down, heading towards the next cycle, this full moon in Virgo. I hope you're well. Ka kite, bye, Aquarius.